Well, hello again and welcome or welcome back. Whichever it is, thank you for your support and for stopping by. This time I'm totally contorted into the corner of the screen because we're looking at Pringleton Town itself. The buildings, the roads, everything. An enjoyable tour of this wonderful little town awaits. So sit back, pour yourself a drink, welcome once again to the Pringleton Model Railway. Okay, so we are straight in here to take a look at Pringleton Town, and we will build this up as dramatically as possible by starting with a tantalising little shot of Mount Pringleton itself. Now, we covered this back in episode 3, I think, so I won't go into details on this again, but I will say that actually since then I've become really attracted to Hilton's channel, Proper Chuffed, where he is doing some extraordinary scenic work. So if you haven't had a look at that, please do so. Anyway, so Pringleton Town sort of starts down here by the level crossing at the end of the station, and that will be the station we looked at last time in episode 8. So I absolutely aced out, as I mentioned last time, by picking up last year a box of 15 pre-assembled super quick and Metcalfe buildings. So here, first treat as we come into Pringleton Town is these two rather attractive semi-detached buildings with some beautiful trees, I think. So these are the £15 or something like that massive pack of trees from Amazon on a bit of grass matting with some extra foliage there, fencing, and they are at the foot of Mount Pringleton. So these are very attractive residences. The paving and all the road work is from Wordsworth Model Railway, as mentioned last time, and these are a little bit knocked around. I need to do a little bit more touching up on some of these buildings, but that is just fine. So that then moves us down to the the playground here. So this was a kit. It was a Bush or something like that. Falla. I think it was a Falla kit. Purchased about £15, and seems just the ticket for this sort of adventure park thing here. Need to get a few more people in here. I think some kids. I think I've got some in my package. Can't quite think why I haven't done that, but that looks very pleasant, doesn't it? Then we move down here to the pub, except we don't have a pub in Pringleton. It is indeed the Bridge Bar, Restaurant and Rooms. So we've got you can buy some no doubt artisan craft beers here, probably have a nice gastro meal, and of course stay the night as well. So that was a either a Metcalfe or a super quick kit, and as is the case for quite a few things, I've made some sort of minor tweaks to them and renamed them as well, just to give them a little bit more sort of Pringleton-ness. So we have also purchased some patio tables and people for the garden there. I don't quite know what's going on here, and it's quite nice round the back here. We haven't really seen this previously, but round the back there, a nice sort of garden section as well. So as we then sweep through the main town itself, most of this has been pulled together from that pack of 15, that £15 box of pre-assembled cardboard buildings I picked up, which have been pre-used on another layout, which is absolutely fantastic. So this one is the Pringleton Indian restaurant, Pringleton Spice. Very good. They do a lovely buffet on a Sunday lunchtime as well. Over the back, we've got that one. I think this was a coaling hut or something originally, but this is the Pringleton taxi shop here, and alongside it, Jamie Oliver is knocking around with a burger van. We've got this one is the Station Road Pharmacy, and you can see I've added some different signs, just made this sort of stuff and printed out just to give it a bit more of a kind of custom vibe. And then here we have the convenience of the Super Duper Express. Beside the buildings, I've made that one into a house, I think, or a dentist or something like that. You'll notice actually Pringleton Spice has got a Uber Eats and a Deliveroo logo on the side. So that's looking quite nice here, and you can see how you would cross the road to access the bus stop and indeed get into Pringleton Town station. Now, let's continue working around. So we have another one of these pub type thing buildings, but this is being converted into the Dorad Cafe Bar. And you can see that there's a little water fountain type thing there next to the bus stop. And this is a good moment to mention that all the paving and the pavements and the roads have been made from the Wordsworth Model Railway downloadable road and paving kit stuff, just printed out and stuck down. Really effective, really cheap as well. Over there here we have Sarah's Sweet Shack, and just around the corner, you might be able to see it, we have access to the barbers as well. So all of those were pre-made. Now this, at the back here, this was a kit downloaded from somewhere else. If I'm honest, I can't quite remember where it was. But this has been made, again, it's a download stick-on card and print job. Very happy with that. Again, I've made some adjustments to the shop names, but I've also set it up so that we've got some flats above there as well. So there's plenty of residents in Pringleton. On the square, we can see there's a sort of snake charmer action going on here. I would like to get in here some market stalls as well, and I think that's something I'm going to be doing next. Now, as we continue along here, we are into there's a passageway around the back there, as you can see, and also along the front by the bus stop. 3 houses, again, downloaded and printed and made and assembled from the Wordsworth Model Railway website with just a few tweaks to them. And I'm really happy with these. I mean, they do take a while to make, but it's ever so satisfying when they're done, and they look really good, glazed with a bit of cellophane type stuff. Here we have the garage, Donal Grantry Auto Care. So that's a junction off of the main road there. It's got its own car park and so on as well. A few COVID test walls there. Drop back to episode 5 if you want to see how most of this layout's been made from repurposed COVID tests. And then we come towards the church. There seems to be some roofing work going on here at the moment, but again, we've got a nice little fountain there. The church, Metcalfe, Super Quick, I can't remember which one, made from card. One of those £15 boxed ones that I had as well. The War Memorial at the front here. This is also Wordsworth Model Railway. Took a bit of assembly, but you know, it's so nice. It's even got marked with the names of late Pringleton war veterans on there as well. Around the back of the church, some trees in the churchyard, the gardens, some grass matting, and some Wordsworth Model Railway tombstones. And we can see some people here visiting their late loved ones for a quiet, contemplative moment. So a rather pleasing scene there as well. And then the final part we have, there are 2 more small buildings from Wordsworth Model Railway here. These little sort of single floor huts, not huts, houses, but I've done a bit of work by putting loft windows into them to give an impression of a second loft room or bathroom or something like that as well. Grass matting which I had there, foliage, a bit of lichen, some trees in the garden, and as you can see that backs on to the double railway. And here we have a gentleman coming out his house. Who knows where he's going? Perhaps into town for a beverage at the bridge. perhaps a little bit of lunch from Super Duper Express, or even down to the Pringleton Spice for that Sunday lunch buffet I mentioned. Now, this has taken yonks, probably end to end. It's probably taken a couple of years of fiddling around to get this townscape built as it is, and I'm really happy with it. Yes, always scope for a few more tweaks, those market stalls I mentioned, and of course some lighting to come in here and the station as well. But it's really nice, really happy with it. We didn't look at the car park, another kit, which included the machines as well. But it's filled the space nicely, and it doesn't feel weird, it doesn't feel unrelaxed, and it doesn't feel forced. And it looks like a really nice place to live. So I'm happy with that. I mean, there's some wonderful other stations and towns out there as well. If you haven't had a look, take a look at Pete's layout at Delft Junction. It's got a really nice townscape and buildings there as well, and also Pringleton Model Railway as well, looking good. They've got a custard works, which is a fantastic thing to have on any model railway, of course. So there we have it. We've got Pringleton Town station coming into view as well, and Pringleton Town at the back there. Now, obviously plenty of scope for what comes next over this side of the layout as well, but that's something for probably the darker nights of winter now, and indeed for other episodes as well. Well, so there you have it, a wonderful little town to put together, and plenty of scope for more as the layout progresses. To be honest, I really aced out with that wonderful little box of £15 worth of pre-assembled cardboard buildings from Facebook Marketplace. Yep, if you come across something like that, just go for it. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and we will let the town and the trains play us out with some wonderful music as ever. So until next time, thanks again, see you soon. Bye.